Good evening and hello. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to check and make sure that this is working because I've got all new key assignments and all that sort of stuff. Yes, it looks good. Well, it doesn't look good because I'm on the screen. Hello, good evening. And first race for a couple of weeks. And we are at Talledega in the NASCAR trucks with Weekend Warriors. And we're very, very close to going to qualifying. And hopefully everything's working, including the mics. I really hope so. I'd hate to think that this is all for nothing. Then I've got to delete it afterwards because there's no audio. But, yeah, the Weekend Warriors Truck Series, Talledega, and we'll see how we go. And we'll just mute that for the moment. Don't want to hear that chit-chat in the background. So what have we got? 120 laps. I believe it's 30 for stage 1, 30 for stage 2, and 60 for stage 3. 2 sets of tyres, 75% fuel. And I did try and do a fuel run, but I don't think iRacing in the practice session had it set at 75%. I think it was at 100. But I calculated what around 75% of a fuel load would be, and I don't think we're going to make it through the 30 laps. I think we might fall a few laps short, so something I'll be needing to keep an eye on and see how we go. There's a competition caution at the end of each stage, so lap 30, lap 60, and then we've got 60 laps for the final stage. We'll see how we go. But, yeah, because I think it was 100% fuel load when I was in the iRacing practice session, so, which had 70 gallons or something in the tank, or litres, and I think 3/4 of a tank. I worked it out to be 52 and a half, and iRacing sets it at 51.5. So, yeah, and if that's the case, I don't think we're going to get through 30 laps in these things around Talledega. But we will see how we go. According to that, we've still got around under 3 minutes. The clock says that we should already be, according to my clock, I thought we should already be in qualifying, but the practice session still has 2.5 minutes to run. So there we go. I've got the usual array of overlays. And yes, in case you missed the post on our Facebook page, my Facebook page, the team one, we are back as Mad Dog Racing. Parted ways with Aussie Esports purely because they want to do different things to what I want to do, and some of the things I want to race next year don't line up with what they want to do as a team. So I'm under the Mad Dog base, the Mad Dog banner, and back again with the Mad Dog Racing livery and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Tonight, I don't tend to get too confident on super speedways, purely because there are a lot more incidents and people seem to lose control a little bit more easily. So, yeah, I tend to get taken out more on super speedways than I should, but these things happen and that's the way it goes. So we'll see how it goes. Less than a minute and we'll go to quali. It's fixed setup. Not hugely confident about my qualifying, but we'll see how we go. I'll do the best I can. I'm hoping to be somewhere in the top 10, but we'll see how we go. Tonight's really all going to be about just trying to stay out of trouble and just keep the foot down and play it by ear, really. Avoid green flag pit stops wherever possible. So if there's a caution somewhere around lap 10 to 15, then that's definitely a jump in and grab fuel situation. I'll easily do the first two stints, the first two stages on a single set of tyres. I may take tyres under the competition caution at the end of stage 2. So we'll see how we go as we click over and we go to qualify. And I'll go and have a crack at that and see where I can start.
Pit lane speed limit is 89 kilometers per hour. The pit exit's clear. Okay, Steve, we've got 2 laps to get the job done.
This will give me a chance to test out the steering settings as well. I've already made a change, but I don't know whether it's enough.
Track temps increasing. It's now 41 Celsius.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
P2 at lap time was 55.9. Just done 56.0.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
All right. Wow, okay. Pretty happy with that. It's not bad. It's unfortunately put me in a starting spot on the grid I didn't want to be in, but that looks better. I'm happy to go third because it puts me on the inside. Yeah, so I'd rather start third than second, to be honest, because that puts me on the inside for the start rather than the outside. So let's see how we go, eh? Got Norman on the outside. That's not bad, but I might change that. Crank it right down. Try and heavy up the steering a bit. See how we go. So starting towards the pointy end, which is always a good place to be around here. And hello to my twin grandsons, Connor and Percival. Hopefully they'll get to see this one day. Poppy says hello. Poppy's racing and thinking of you.
One lap to green. You'll be lining up
Good
on
evening,
the inside.
ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another round of the truck series. Just a reminder, the initial start is on the green light, then every start after that is on the pole sitter after the pace car has left the field. You've got 75% fuel, 3 sets of tyres including the set you start on. Good luck, guys. Be patient. Stages up will be 30, 30 and then 60. Good luck.
Thanks, Mark. I'm sitting 7th in this series at the moment. I was 10th.
Just
and
what I've
5th.
got, everyone. Who's up in the race room as Doc Holliday, please? That's me. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, 10th, 5th, and then for the last 2 rounds I've been 7th in the championship.
I'll be Wyatt if.
A decent finish tonight will certainly give me
You
some
have
good
3
points.
additional sets of tyres for this race.
So
Be
we'll see
smooth
how we go.
and have a good run.
Couple of weeks off, feeling a bit nervous to be honest.
P3, the track temp is 39 Celsius. Follow car number 51 in the outside column.
Very tired actually. I've been out socialising most of the afternoon, so that's going to be a bit of a struggle. Hopefully I don't get too tired. If I get tired and bleary-eyed, that's going to make a big difference.
Get ready, going green.
Steve.
Post car is
Get
off.
ready.
Time to do your job.
Go.
Green flag, green flag.
Outside.
Outside.
Still
Stay
there.
low.
Hold your line.
Still there.
Hold your line. Still there.
Still there.
Still there. Still there.
Keep low.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear high.
Outside.
Car high.
Car outside.
Hold
Go
your line.
low.
You fucked up the start. Now come on, don't fuck up the race. Short.
Stay low. There's a car on the high side.
Hold your line. Clear high.
Outside,
Got a
clear.
car on the
Car
outside.
outside.
Hold
Still
your
there.
line.
You're on the bottom.
Three
Three
wide.
wide.
You're on the bottom.
Hold your
Hold
line.
your line. Hold your
Car
line.
outside. Too wide.
Car
Still there.
outside. Hold your line.
Still there. Hold your line.
Hold your line.
P4.
Stay low.
Still there.
There's a car on the high side.
Hold your line.
Clear it.
Still there.
Still there.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line.
Still there.
Hold your line.
You're on the
You're
bottom.
on the
Three
inside.
wide.
Three wide.
Still
Hold
hold.
your line. Hold your line.
Hold your line.
Hold your line. Hold
Still
your line.
hold.
Still there. Still there.
Still hold.
Still there.
Outside. Too
Car
wide.
high.
The yellow flag
Clear
is
high.
out. Line up. Single file. Pit road is closed. Letter O. 16. Car
Cars out.
high. You had the
Line up.
position when the yellow
May
flag came out.
2009. Safety cars out. Pits are closed.
Pit road is now open.
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
You still able to drive, Cade, or? No, mate. No, hot.
I'll tow. Stop and tow, mate. Stop and tow, please. Because you're going to give us all a black flag, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Let the pace car by. Letter O9. Car by.
Fucking symbols. Fucking hell.
Letting you buy, Norman.
Yeah. Thank you.
Letter O16. Car by. You had the position when the yellow flag came
Safety
out.
cars
Pit
out.
road is
Pits are
closed.
closed.
Mr. Maxfield, your turn.
Here's one. Making the sandwich now, Stevie.
Ah, well. That was just 4 laps of don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up.
And then somebody fucked up.
Well, yeah, I was more worried about me not doing it. So, as you can see, these things happen. Super Speedway. There's an old saying, not for this circuit, but it applies.
Full course yellow. It's closed.
It's Daytona. What could go wrong? Well, yeah, Super Speedway. What could go wrong? And obviously somebody did something wrong. It was behind me. I've got no idea who, but it sounds like Kate Donnelly was involved in it, possibly a innocent bystander. I've got no idea. We shall see how it goes. I just want to keep it clean and keep towards the pointy end and pick up a decent amount of points. If I can get on the podium, even better. I just want to keep it clean and finish in a good position. That's it. Just pick up some points to move me back up the championship standings. So,
1 lap to green.
Okay, Steve.
Line up on
Get
the
ready.
inside.
see how we go. Until I'm tired, my eyes are a bit how you going, and my groin injury is playing up wonderful. Really need to put some thought into whether I'm going to reconfigure these pedals with the brake on the left to swapping the brake and the clutch over or whatever. It's a big job. As I've said before, I'd really rather not do it. There's an option for just simply removing the clutch pedal, having the brake on the outside and buying some spacers. A guy actually makes them on a 3D printer. And it just leaves you with a 2-pedal set. So that's something else to think about, and it's not very expensive. It's only on about 25-30 bucks. So because the groin's actually feeling really tight. It's pulling at the moment, so we'll have to see how we go. I'll grab a mouthful. So just sit behind Norman, try and keep it clean. That's all I've got to do. These sort of situations, I much prefer to actually be in the lead around here. But we'll see how we go. Purely because I prefer to lead than follow.
The pace car is in. Green flag.
Not a bad start, but certainly not a good one.
P5.
I got a black flag to pass down the yellow, but it was a restart.
J Road, there was a car on the high side.
Like it went green flag, like everybody went, and then it gave me a black flag. Is that able to be cleared? So I didn't do anything.
No, it is what it is, mate. Sorry.
Really?
You don't clear any type of black flag.
Still there.
There's going to be a caution at lap 30 anyway, mate.
Go low.
Hold your line. You're clear
Clear up
outside.
top.
Besser is now in the lead. P7.
I'm getting low, I'm boxing.
Look at this, look at this.
Clear high,
Oh.
outside. Clear
Clear
low.
inside.
Car
Car
outside.
outside.
Fuck you.
Steve, I won that.
Clear outside.
Yeah, I don't mind losing 20 spots either.
Yeah, my apologies, Steve. I think that was my fault. So,
The fastest lap from Smith, 52.2. The gap to Alice ahead is increasing. It's now 2.3 seconds. P17.
Unbelievable.
Barber behind is pitting.
Why would he do that? Honestly, why? That's just completely ruined my race now. Absolutely. That's inexplicable. That the mind boggles at what Ryan was thinking. I heard him saying something about giving way, but I mean, we're racing 2 or 3 wide on a super speedway at speed under green.
Hold your line.
There's no such thing as giving way.
Still there, hold your line. Clear outside.
Look at this. What are you doing, dickhead? No, he was carrying more speed than me, so he jumped in front, and the two of us can hopefully use the draft to catch up. That's probably what he was thinking. I don't know. He just came out of nowhere, so I wasn't sure what the hell he was doing then. I mean, if that was the case, then why didn't he just sit behind me? I was flat out at speed.
Outside if you want it.
The gap to Alice ahead is increasing. It's now 10 seconds.
I don't know, why did he just stay where he was in front of me? And if I'd have jumped straight back into the train after that contact with Ryan, I'd have taken out Darren McKenzie and just about half the field, I imagine. As much as I hated to lose all those spots, it made more sense than to jump back in straight away, because I was down on speed by then because of the contact, and the inside line was travelling faster than I was, so it would have actually caused a bigger problem and probably put me and half the field out. So discretion being the better part of valour, you know. What I've got to watch tonight is, because I'm tired, I've got to just be careful to make sure that I keep my foot flat. When I get tired, I've got a habit of letting my foot just lift a bit, which is maybe what I did when Shorey went past me, because maybe I wasn't travelling at full throttle and I was down on speed. That's why he went past me, I don't know, but just surprised me a bit when he came out of nowhere and jumped straight across right in front of me like that. That was all.
Is increasing. It's now 13 seconds. 17th place.
And since we don't talk to each other at the moment for unknown or unnamed reasons, he won't say anything over the iRacing radio about working together. He'll just jump in and hope I get the message, I imagine. Field's getting away from us. Unbelievable. Another, 15, 16 laps before I get to catch up with them under caution. What a joke. Completely makes qualifying in third and trying to run clean and stay at the pointy end in the top 5 completely makes that a waste of time when that sort of thing happens and you end up in this situation.
It's increasing. It's now 14 seconds.
You got to wonder why you bother sometimes, really. You do everything right and then something like that happens. Or somebody crashes you out or something, and it just makes you wonder why you bothered. You would have been better off just putting a movie on, you know. Long way to go. As long as I haven't got too much damage and it's screwed up my aero. So I knew he moved across, but I thought he might get the realise that somebody was there and moved back to the outside line. But no, he just kept coming. Like his spotter must have been telling him there was a car on the inside, surely. And Ryan's experienced. He's not a noob. I just can't understand what he thought he was going to achieve by doing that. I mean, really, if you wanted to pit, move right to the outside on the straight and just let everybody past. Not rocket science. So, if he was trying to move to the inside line so that he could move to the infield pit, there are much better ways to do it. So, I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking.
That was 55.4.
Like I say, I heard him saying something about
consistency
giving way, but I got
gap to Allison ahead is increasing.
no idea what he was talking about, so I
Seconds.
had no idea what he was going to do. You know, I mean, surely he wasn't calling for the car on the inside to let him in. Like that, you know, that's just not going to happen. You know, not in that situation like that. I mean, for teammate and there's room there, sure. Well, you're racing somebody for position, you don't just simply yield. So, I don't know. Not going to make it. Going to have to pit under green. That caution period came far too early. So I'm going to have to pit under green, which is what I figured. We're on lap 18.
Going high.
The track temperature's decreasing.
So looking at that, I'd say I'm looking at around about lap 24, 25. I'll run out of fuel.
2, Alice. In front is now 17 seconds.
Do I take a chance now? Go in now on next time around. Throw fuel in it, and that'll get me through to the... Well, I won't need to pit until second stage. And that'll give me a chance to catch up under caution. 131 pitting this lap.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
High, clear high.
Clear outside.
I'm going to go a lap down now.
Pit lane speed limit is 89 kilometers per hour.
Because I qualified so well, I've got to go all the way, almost to the end of the pit lane. And I'm going to go a lap down now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
But, with any luck, and this will be just fuel, with any luck, if there's a caution, well, I'll get the lucky dog at the end of the stage.
Go, go, go!
Car approaching. Watch your mirrors.
Hopefully, I can avoid going 2 laps down because the field's coming.
Sure, it's getting closer. The gap is now 9.1 seconds.
That sucks. That's just really completely put my race on its ass. Well, if I can't get 30 laps out of it, I'm pretty sure the rest of the field's going to have to pit. I can't see anybody getting through the 30. So I guess we'll see. If any of them got any sense, they'll pit now, because they're not going to make it to the end of the stage. So I don't need to stop again now until sometime in stage 2.
Campbell is leading the race.
Which is going to fuck me up again. It's alright, strategy's out the window now. You know, it's Murphy's Law. Now, what can go wrong will go wrong. I knew I wasn't going to make 30 laps, but then the whole field will be in the same boat. But at least I could have pitted with the other leaders when I was sitting in the top 5. Not, you know, lose 12 spots and then go a lap down, you know, like, through no fault of my own. Look, you got to wonder, haven't you? Why do you bother? Why have I got all this money tied up in equipment that I use for something that just doesn't go the way it's supposed to go? This is supposed to be a fun hobby. Oh well.
Gap 2, short.
45
is now
02 fitting.
Yeah, they're all starting to pit now, so
16 fitting.
we'll see how this works out.
16 fitting.
52 fitting.
Sure, he's on the
Par 3
same.
fitting.
1 lap down, so I believe. And he's a spot behind me.
16 pitting, 1-6 in this lap.
In fact, I think he was a lap down on me, and now he's gotten that back.
1-4 in this lap, 1-4 in this lap. Oh.
So I'm actually racing Shorey for position, but he's 17 seconds behind me. So if there's a lucky dog, I should be in.
The guy ahead is Johansson.
Inside.
Still there.
Still there, inside.
Still there. You're clear inside.
Right, jump in behind Norman. Get a tow from these guys. Six laps until the competition caution. Which I'm hoping I get the lucky dog and I'll get that lap back and end up being on the lead lap again. So, whoa! Oh no!
Can you confirm you're okay, please, Steve?
Sorry, Norm, that was my fault, mate.
We'll need to pit
Your
for
car
repairs.
has too much damage, we've got to fix it. Caution,
Be
yellow
careful.
flag. They want you in single file.
I don't believe
Those
that.
cars out. Line up single file.
16
Car number
car.
14. Full course yellow. It's a closed.
I don't believe that.
015 pitting.
Pasta 07, car pasta 41, car pasta 21, car pasta 19, car pasta 15, car
I've got a fast repair,
okay,
so
guys, this will be the stage
car
and
pasta
stage
05, car
portion. So, stage portion.
pasta 007,
You might need to turn
car
that. Let's go.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
You're going to have to speed up if you can, number 9. Norman.
You enter the closed pit, line up at the tail end of the field.
Oh Jesus, I don't need that. Fuck me.
Hey,
Box in 5,
Norman.
3, 2.
Well, I've got a fast
Norman,
repair,
you're gonna have to
so
stop and cut.
Box now.
Check up, check up, check up. Check up, big check up.
Okay, go.
I've got an end of line one, have I?
They want you in single file.
Don't
Pit road
forget,
is
guys,
closed.
it's in the
Left
rule
up
book.
07,
And if you
car
can't
bike. You had the
make
position
get
when
up
the yellow
back
flag
up
came out.
speed, you need to stop and tow. Otherwise, you're going to cause everyone to get black flags.
Sorry, mate, were you talking to me?
No, Steve. Norman.
What about blokes who are taking their time at roll?
Yeah, I've got to roll and make a good fucking hit.
Yeah, not worried that you cade.
Unreal, mate.
Hey.
Pit road's open.
Pits are open.
Car 16 got the lucky dog. Let them past on the outside. Letter 16 car bike. You had the position when the yellow flag
dog
came
coming
out. Letter
That should have been me.
07 car bike. You had the position when the yellow flag came out.
I don't believe that. Catch up to the rest of the pack, sit on the back, run around at the back, waste me time. Jesus Christ.
Maybe I'll get to hit this button soon as every time I go to pit it bloody proposes.
The shit that happens to me, it's just... It doesn't matter what I do, I just can't catch a bloody break in these races. What are we doing?
Settle down, Shuri. I've got no fuel yet.
Checking up, checking up.
Letter 14, Carbide.
You would have heard that on the radio, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we all know what you are, don't we?
Come again, mate?
Do we all know what you are?
Safety car is out. It's
Come on.
now open.
Kick in, kick in.
Calm down, mate.
That's enough, gentlemen. This is supposed to be a fun series. That's not until next year we get serious.
Passing, please. Oh, I don't know what his fucking problem is. Okay, that's it, Woods.
Say nothing.
Letter 51, Carbide. One to go, next time by. Line up on the inside. Letter 07, Carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Where's car 7? Oh, sorry, 07. That's you, Shuri. Whereabouts are you?
Catch the 05, car.
Just a question of interest. Did anybody else get a black flag for entering closed pits even though the pits haven't been open at all?
They have been open, Red, I gotta be honest.
Pit was telling me pit lane's open now too, Brett.
Yeah, it's telling me it's open now, but every other time when I would have thought the lead lap could have gone in, it's been closed.
Yeah, I thought the same, Brett. I don't reckon it's open for us.
I got one on that caution because I went in as soon as I got the chance to get around that far on the track because I had damage, so I sort of half expected it.
Yeah, well I went in and changed tyres and that, so it's definitely open at some stage. For me anyway, I'm not saying it wasn't for you guys.
Letter 07, Carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out. About to go green, stay focused. Post car is off, time to do your job. Letter 05, Carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Oh, fucking really?
Green, past the 015 car. You got the black flag. You passed on the inside before the start-finish line. We need to come in and serve a 30-second penalty. Come in for the black flag or you'll be disqualified.
I don't believe this.
We've got 2 laps left to come in and serve this penalty.
No, that's me for the night now. Oh, for 56 seconds, passing under yellow.
Yeah, well, I just got one because I was told to let somebody by and they didn't pass me, and then I got done for passing on the
Yellow
inside.
flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed right now.
You moved up the block,
Catch
Michelle.
up,
Let's
car.
be honest,
Single
mate.
file behind car number 19. Safety cars out. Pits are closed.
Ever. You up?
Shut up, you fucking retard.
You're a fucking cunt. What are you? A fucking cunt.
Mate, go and watch the replay, you fucking retard.
Yeah, Brett, I got the same. I got to go into the pits now, 40-second hold, because we didn't get the green go into the pits.
Checking up.
Pit road is now open.
Checking up, turn 4.
Pits are open.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, unfortunately, Mark, we've got to drive around to get until green again.
Yeah, same here. I think it was the first 4 cars got it.
what a waste of friggin' time this is. Because I can't clear that under caution. I've got to go in under green, so that's going to put me another lap down. This is just a friggin' disaster.
The leader, Mackenzie, is pitting.
And I apologise for what was said by those other drivers on my live feed.
Catch start 007, car.
Not much I can do about that, unfortunately, when you've got people speaking to each other like that.
Car 14, got the lucky dog, let them past on the outside.
Calling each other names and, the foul language, and it's really appreciated on a live feed, you know. But, well, some people are like that, so... I know Cade was only replying in kind, but the fact is he probably shouldn't have said what he said. You know, I mean, you can get your point across without using that language as well. And then what it would have done was it would have meant that Cade looked like the victim. But instead, he gets booted from the server. I mean, personally, if Shorey's still in here, he should have been booted for what he said, because that's not on as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah. I mean, I won't say I'm an angel. I've probably had things to say to people in the past that have done things like take me out or whatever, but I don't know who was at fault there. I mean, Shorey thinks it's Cade, and Cade thinks it's him. So
that'll be Mark. He's coming. It's Mark, boy.
It's all good. I've got to stay behind you now, Jamie.
Right, mate. I think Mark should get the lucky dog.
And the car that was supposed to pass me,
dog, but I also took fuel,
is one of my former teammates. As brief a stint as it was, he was one of my former teammates.
I was just being told let 14 by, I didn't know who 14
And he didn't pass. I moved across so he could go past, and I dropped in behind him before the start-finish line.
There it is.
And because he didn't he didn't actually take the spot, what's happened is I've crossed the finish line on the infield, and actually because he didn't go in and take the spot where he was supposed to,
Letter 007, car by.
I then got done for passing on the yellow on the inside, and I didn't pass him. He was behind me, but because I didn't let him through.
One to go, next time by.
It's just a
Line up on the
disaster.
outside.
Okay, Steve, get ready.
51,
Race
car
will resume
by.
at the end of this
I'll
lap.
be saying wait slightly that fast.
This whole night is just a bloody disaster. One thing after another,
It's now
with
34
people just
Celsius.
doing stupid shit.
Letter 03, car by. Letter 21, car by. You had the position when the yellow flag came out.
So I've got to let everybody pass now.
Jetstar, 21, car.
Steve, it's telling me you got to pass me,
car.
mate.
Now I'm supposed to pass Jamie.
Jetstar, 21, car.
I'm on the outside. Right. Unbelievable. Had so much promise in this race, and now I'm going to have to let everybody go because I've got to pit as soon as I can to clear this black flag because I can't do it under caution. A black flag that I shouldn't have got in the first place. I'm just fucking over this. I'm just absolutely over this.
About to go green, stay focused.
So I'm going to go another lap down and I'm going to spend the rest of the race fighting just to survive. I mean, it's...
Post car is off, time to do your job.
Unbelievable. Shouldn't be this hard, really.
Green, 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 green. Come in for the black flag, or you've been disqualified.
Pass me whenever you got the opportunity. I've got to pit for a black flag.
Car on your inside. Clear low.
Clear.
I'm going to go low, boys. Going to go low.
I'm the last car, Steve.
Yeah, Mark, I'm going to go 2 or 3 pit lane to serve this penalty.
Yeah, you're right, I'm right.
Oh, 1-6 bidding.
The gap to Barber ahead is increasing. It's now 6.5 seconds. Watch your speed. I think we'll need to stop again. Box in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We're done, get going.
There's traffic behind, take care. Fifteenth place.
One, 3, 1, pitting out. Re-entering track on the back straight. I thought they were closer than that. But yeah, they're a fair way
The
off.
next car is Campbell.
absolutely destroyed any chance I had at a good finish tonight.
Oh, 16 pitting in again. You're having a good night. Can't get a foot safely. Driving you crazy.
You're getting your wheel onto the pole line, so it's black flagging you. That's what it is.
Yeah, I figured that's what she was. Just trying to use that bit of bank to get the speed coming out of the pack.
Hello, is now leading.
So the leaders are actually on the back straight. I'm on the tri-oval, so there's a fair gap there. I should keep an eye on that.
Time was
I'm going to have to let them by because they're going to be carrying a lot more speed than I am. And I'm going to have to try and jump in on the tail end of the train and just see if I can catch some draft, I suppose. See what happens over the next 70 odd laps. It's like driving around in the real world. I don't worry about my driving. It's what everybody around me's doing. That's the concern. Same crap here. Everything was perfect until Ryan hit me. From then on, everything's just what can go wrong that has gone wrong, and everything's just gone downhill fast. Norbert getting taken out by Todd and then bouncing into me off the fence, and you know, black flag for passing on the infield under caution and before the start line, all this sort of stupid stuff, you know. Like, and if I hadn't actually let whoever it was go past, which they didn't do, I would have got a black flag for being out of place in the line. So, what do you do? You know, really, what do you do?
V14.
Still maintaining some sort of a gap back to the rest of the field. Unbelievable. 15th place. This is not going to help me in the championship standings, seriously. I'd rather be sitting watching a movie right about now, I can tell you. One more thing goes wrong, I reckon that'll do it. I'll just throw my hands in the air and give up.
Go high.
I might as well. keep an eye on me fuel. Well, we went 5 laps early for the stage change, which means it's going to be even earlier before, well, actually, actually I might not need to pit for a while. No, I'm not going to make it. It says I've got 15 laps, and I'm on lap 41, so there's 19 to go before the next scheduled competition caution. And I don't have 19 laps worth of fuel or whatever, so guessing I'm going to be pitting again very shortly.
The gap behind is now 5.0.
Who's that ahead of me? Mark Smith. Okay. What's he doing out there all on his own? He's a lap up on me, at least. I don't know whether he's on the lead lap.
You've got a very angry pack coming up on you, mate.
Yeah, I'm going high for you, boys.
As far as I know, I'm not carrying any damage, so.
All good, mate.
Which is good. I think all the damage actually happened before I used my fast repair, so it should be good for that. It's just a matter of keeping out of trouble for the next, well, what, 70 laps or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Just gonna have to try and finish as far up as I can. Staying to the outside, guys.
Inside. Still inside.
Car inside. Hold your line.
Stay high.
3 wide
right
up
side.
top.
2 wide. You're up top. 3 wide.
3 wide, you're on the outside.
Clear all
Car
round.
low.
Car
3
inside.
wide up high.
Right side. 2
Clear
wide.
inside.
Clear
Car
inside.
low.
Car inside.
Hold your
Still
line.
there at the bottom.
Clear inside. On the outside. Clear outside.
Clear.
just done a 53.8.
Clear.
Outside.
B15. That lap was at 53.3.
Clear high.
Outside if you want it.
Got a car high.
Outside.
Hold your
Go
line.
low. There is a car on the high side.
Hold your line.
Go low.
Clear high.
Outside. Clear.
007 is pitting this time.
Car in front is Smith. B14. Your last lap time was at 52.3.
Sorry, not saying much, I'm just concentrating. As you can see, we're travelling along quite nicely, but just not in a very good position on track, so in the overall, like the standings, unfortunately. What am I, 14th?
Car outside.
Hold
Go
your line.
low. There is a car
Clear
on the high
outside.
side. Outside. Clear.
Lap times are improving.
Car high.
Outside.
Still
Keep
there.
low.
Clear high.
Outside.
Oh!
Go high. Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed. Letter 05. Carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag
It's
came out.
closed. His car is out. Line up single file behind car number 3007.
Who's 05?
This is 51 car.
Gonna pass you, Steve?
Pit road's open.
Pits are open.
I've got 7 laps left. 70 to go. What's there? Another... Oh, I'm not going to make it to the... Yeah, okay. Pit lane's open. I'm going to have to pit. Fix that in a minute. And I'll take tyres.
Yeah, Mark, I'm sitting mine for you, mate.
Get fuel and tyres.
Lead car's pitting.
Pasta 007, car.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Need to stop again. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Whoops.
We're done. Get going. Be mindful, you only have one set of tyres remaining. Line up, single file. Catch up, 6, car.
Yeah, that wasn't as good an idea as it was. It was, yeah, that was a case of, it was a good idea at the time.
32 Celsius.
Having the flag there. But, yeah, it is a bit of a pain. So... Whew. Still holding down 14th.
Well good, Brian.
Considering that I qualified third and I was running fifth when everything started to go wrong, it's just really just makes you shake your head, you know.
Gary, I'm hanging high in 3 and 4 for you, mate.
Safety car is out. Exit now open.
Cheers.
Catch up, 6, car. One to go. Next time by. You're on the outside this time. Letter 45. Carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Gee, those licorice strips just there are pretty impressive.
Where you guys fast?
So on the next competition caution, I'm not going to pit, which is actually probably 7 laps away. Because I haven't heard him say anything about making this the competition caution, so I've got to assume there's another one in about, well, I'm 1 or 2 laps down, so I imagine 6 laps away. I don't know. That's what it's supposed to be, we'll see. But then we've got 60 laps to the end.
Get ready, going green.
So we'll see what happens.
The pace car is in. Green,
We're racing.
green.
14th.
Sorry, Mark.
Alice is now in the lead.
Car high. Clear high.
Clear outside if you want it.
What the hell are they doing?
Got a car on the outside. Clear
Clear
high.
outside.
Car
Car
outside.
outside. Still there, hold your line.
Hold your line.
Stay low, there is a car on the high
Hold
side.
your line. Clear outside.
is clear.
P13. You've just done a 54.1.
Car
Inside.
inside.
Hold
Still
your line.
there.
Still there.
Stay high, there's a car on the low
Got
side.
a car
Still
low.
there. Stay high, there's a
car on
car
your
on the low
inside.
side.
Clear
Clear.
inside. Car low.
Inside.
Hold your
Stay
line.
high, there's a
Inside
car on the
clear.
low side. Clear.
Car low.
Inside.
Still
Still there,
there.
hold your line.
Clear low.
Clear inside.
That was nice.
Last lap.
That worked out really nice.
Cross yellow. Watch
Line
out.
up, single file. Pit road is closed right now. Catcher, 15 car. Catcher, 21
His
car.
car is out. Line up single file behind car 2005. Cross yellow.
15
It's closed.
Okay, so that's the competition
Catcher,
caution.
15 car.
Tells me I'm 4 laps down. That's what it means. If he's thrown that on 60, I'm 4 laps down. From qualifying 3rd and sitting 5th, you know? Oh, I hate it when this shit happens. I'm up to 13th. If I can at least get a top 10 finish, I might be able to salvage enough points to help. But considering where I was and where I started, it's just unbelievable. And it doesn't matter what you do, you can do absolutely nothing about it, because it's absolutely up to what everybody else around you does. It's insane. And this is what we call fun.
Pit road's open. Pits are open.
Okay. Hello, Brett. How are you?
Oh, top of the world. Steve, how are you?
No, I'm not even going to go there.
Hey Mark, can we please catch this lead pack, please?
I would if I had fuel.
Leader's pitting now.
That's understandable then.
Okay, we're halfway to the finish. Car 007, got the lucky dog, let them past on the outside.
Okay, he must have called that early because that says I'm on 58.
Mark it.
And the
If I
spotter's
passed
just
you,
said
would
it's
you be
lap
able to
60,
clear my
so...
back flag? Because, yeah.
So
They're in the way,
I'm 2 laps down, so he must have called that on 58. Yeah, he must have thrown the composition caution at 58, coming up onto 59, because yeah, it puts me about 2 laps down, so that's all right. I was trying to figure there's no way I could have been 4 laps down, but
Letter 007, Carbide, you had the position when the yellow flag came out.
checking up to let the cars by that have to go by. 007, you're up.
Just went flying past us, Steve.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay, got told to let him by. Okay, obviously that's why.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Yeah, he was a lucky Steve.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say. I didn't hear it say anything about the lucky dog. It was just telling me to let 007 by, so that's all I did. Oh well, ignore what I said. Then I'm not checking up.
What's his name? Bond? James Bond?
Safety car is out. Pits are now open.
That's a good one, Tom.
Barber, ahead is pitting.
So puts us at the front. So the green's on me.
One to go. Next
Okay,
time
Steve,
by.
get ready.
Line up on
Race
the
will resume at the end
inside.
of this
Pit road is closed. Past the pace car.
Oh no.
Catch up. 03 car.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Get a lap back. Got a waiver
Catch
here.
up. 05 car. Catch up. 09 car.
Yeah, I intend to as soon as I get around the other side of
Pass
do
up.
it. You know.
007 car.
Gotta let you by right just when you're coming out there.
So 60 laps or less than 60 laps to go. See what I can do with it. Yeah, it's a long one.
Going, Brad.
120. That's about 300
Sorry, Brett?
mile race.
How's the knee going?
Yeah, thanks, bud. On the improve, definitely. On the improve. Still suffering a little bit of that back drama, but yeah, hopefully get there.
55 now to catch me.
You bet it is.
Who's ahead of me? Who's the 007 car? Oh, that's Mark Smith.
But
Okay.
I'm still faster than you.
We'll see.
Catch up. 09 car.
And just as cheeky too.
You gotta
Get ready,
respect your
going
elders.
green.
I'm older.
Oh, good. Norman's still going. I thought he'd pulled out. Oh, excellent. Nice to see him stick it out and have a go. I mean, he copped a lot of damage, so
Time to do your job.
I wouldn't have blamed Norman for pulling out, to be perfectly honest. I mean, he must have been, he was in the pits for a long time.
What are you doing up there, Ryan? Aren't you supposed to be down the bottom, mate?
Yeah, but
Green flag, green flag.
I was in the wrong bloody gear.
Okay,
Listen to
Steve,
what they were
halfway
saying.
home. We think about 14 laps remaining on this tank.
Wrong gear, not paying
Right behind
attention.
you, mate.
It's alright, I'll
Jack,
catch
stop.
him. I got no damage and good arrows, so hopefully I'll catch him. What am I at the moment? Still 13th. With nearly 60 laps to go, I'm hoping I pick up a couple more spots at least. I'm gonna need to finish in the top 10 to pick up some points. Well, decent points. I don't know how far down the points go for this series, so. Yeah, that wrong gear sort of blew it, didn't it? It's alright. See how it goes.
Smith is leading the race.
Well, that's my first real mistake for the night. Well, I entered a closed pit earlier, but I knew I had to. Too much damage. If I'd sat there waiting, it would have caused a bigger issue, I think. Although what I should have probably done was pull it up somewhere and hit the tow button. But then that would have taken 2.5 minutes to tow me there before it fixed the damage and I left. So, I don't know. What's the lesser of two evils, really? Oh, they're getting away from me. Look, that was a stupid mistake, being in fourth gear. Didn't even notice I was in fourth. That's blown it. Ugh. Getting tired, concentration starting to suffer. That's why I like racing during the day on Saturdays and Sundays. It gets in the way of other things sometimes, but at least I know I'm awake.
Company, boys.
Mighty fast. 6-9 minutes.
Palace is now leading.
Twelfth. Tailbone's starting to play up now. Ah, Jesus. I have to pit it on 8 laps, but they'll have to pit after that. They are going to have to pit at least a couple of times anyway, so if I go in 8 laps, 7 laps, that's 74. So what, 76? So yeah, going to have to pit twice, I think, between now and the end of the race. I've got another set of tyres too, haven't I? Yeah. So turn those off. Just fuel this time around. I'll put that last set of tyres on for the final 25 laps or whatever it is.
Norman, I'm putting in your flat. So.
Okay, huh?
Yeah, that's really cost me burning the wrong gear on that last restart. What might have been, eh? Tom Pritchard's gone, so I might pick up another spot. I'm 11th now.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
They're going to catch me shortly. I'm going to go another lap down. I can see it. It's all right.
Track temperature's decreasing. It's now 13 Celsius.
I'm going to hold on as long as I can. Try and drag the fuel out. I'm going to stretch it out as much as possible.
We've got about 4 laps of fuel left. V12.
I'm on 12th, I'm 11th. Catch up. No, I'm going to hold on. Another couple of laps. I'll wait until I get right.
02, 3 and 05 fitting.
Uh-huh. Okay.
We estimate 3 laps of fuel left. Barber in front is pitting.
Trying to stretch it out as much as possible. I'm trying to work out, because if I go now 25 laps, it's going to make it, that'll be 100, and I'll have to pit again for the end. Alright, 131 pitting this lap.
What's your speed limit in the pits? We'll need to stop again to get to the end. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
We're done. Get going.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line.
Pitting out on the back straight.
Copy.
Coming. Come on. Here they come. Staying high. I want to drop down behind these guys and try and get some draft.
Inside.
And
Stay high. You're clear inside.
Go. This will help with fuel too, because you use left when you're in the draft. These are the All-Stars guys all working together. So I'll just hang on the back and get some draft. See how far I can get before I've got a pit again. They're all at least a couple of laps up on me, so it's no good me battling with them or trying to pass them, because I'm not going to get the lap back that way.
That was at 52.4.
I need to just stay on the back and get some speed. And with the four of us working together, hopefully we can catch up to the rest of the pack, or those leaders. Yeah, Ryan's actually he's in 10th, but he's a couple of laps up on me, I think. Not bad considering he was the one that actually started my problems tonight. Unbelievable. I just don't get it. I don't know why I bother thinking I'm going to do all right in a race when that crap happens. I really. I've got one more set of tyres up my sleeve. So as long as I'm in a reasonable position on track physically, like in the race behind other cars, with fresh rubber on for the last 20 odd laps, should be right. I'll be glad when this is over, to be honest. It's a long race. 120 laps around here. That's, like I say, it's about 300 miles. Or more, actually. 94 laps is 250. It's a 2.66 mile track, so it's longer than Daytona.
Go high.
That lap time was 52.6.
I don't want to be right on his rear bar. Have some air coming in. Keep the temps down. But I don't want to get too far behind him either.
1-4 pitting.
He's coming up. We're coming up on Norman. No, he's pitting.
18 feet.
Oh, 3 pitting.
16 pitting.
14 pitting.
That lap was at 52.7. Lap times are pretty consistent.
The leader's pitting now.
It's pitting. Smith is now in the lead.
Go high.
That was at 52.6. Last lap was at 52.7.
Well done, boys.
Wasn't on me.
That we're coming up on now. Is that Norman again, is it?
Norman.
How long is that?
P10.
Car high. Clear outside.
You're in the top 10.
Okay, Steve. Lap times are pretty consistent. You've just done a 52.6.
Top 10. Slowly but surely. Just fighting me way back.
I've got exactly
Just lead on race. 10th position.
outside, clear.
Doing a great job, Mr. Smith. Thank you.
Can I stay in the top 10? Can I get better? Can I move up the field? Wow. Stay tuned to find out. I don't know.
New fastest lap for Smith, 51.3. Your lap time was 52.7.
Get bored and silly, you know.
All clear.
Next lane.
Not very exciting, this part. Really is a matter of being able to concentrate.
Fitting.
Outside. Still
Stay
there.
low. There is a car on the high side.
Hold your line.
Stay low.
Still there. Still there.
Keep low.
Last lap time was 52.7.
Hold your line.
Still there.
Hold your line. Clear high.
Clear up top.
All clear.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
According to that, only on lap 81.
You've got about 4 laps of fuel left.
That's weird. That's not going to make it on one more stop.
Of fuel remaining. That lap was at 52.0.
Car outside. Clear
Clear
outside.
outside if you want it.
These guys are going to have to pit as well, so I'll go in at the same time. I reckon they must be due to pit surely.
Three, 02 and 05 pitting.
131 pitting.
Car high.
outside.
Clear high.
What's your speed?
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
We think we'll need to stop again.
Yeah, I know we will.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
All clear.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay, punch it.
There's a car
Let's get the
approaching.
tires.
Stay
Make them
behind the
last
white
the rest of the
line.
race.
Hey Smithy, how many laps you got?
8.
Yeah, same mate, 7 laps to go.
On the outside.
Thanks, Steve.
You can tell how happy I am about it.
I was just thinking that.
Shut up. I'll throw you a
Got a
box
car
of pizza
load.
as we go past.
Still
Still
there.
there at
I'd
5.
rather you threw me the finger actually, it might give me some excitement.
Clear inside.
Thanks, Scott. All good.
Got a car on the inside. Still
Still there
there.
at
Clear
bottom.
inside.
Clear inside.
Okay, Steve, the next car is McLaren.
Keep my eyes on what's going on in front of me instead of looking at the bloody, the relative, I might do better. Alright, so what are we on? Is that 87?
Mark, we're going to be taking the left side tyres.
87 or 97?
I'm not taking any tyres.
No, 97, okay. 23 laps. Right. I don't have enough fuel to get there. Shit, the guy that started on poles a lap down on me in 2 positions. Wonder what happened to him.
just done at 51.9.
My eyes gone all bleary. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough fuel to actually get through. I'm going to run short, probably about 4 laps from the end. We'll see what happens. Oh, Jesus.
Excellent.
Hello, Aiden.
The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 28 Celsius. You've just done at 52.7. 18 feet this lap.
One four fitting.
007 fitting.
16 fitting, 160.
03 fitting.
McLaren's up ahead is pitting.
The lead is pitting now.
That lap time was 53.0.
Oh, Gary.
Inside.
Jesus, that was last minute, mate,
There's a
wasn't it?
car on the low side.
Hold your line.
Love.
Still there at the bottom.
Clear
Clear
inside.
inside.
09 fitting.
Car high.
Outside.
That's me, Gary.
Still
Stay
there.
low. There is a car on the high side.
Hold your line.
Stay low.
Hold your line. Clear
Clear
high.
high.
Car
Car
high.
outside.
Still
Keep
there.
low.
Clear
Outside
outside.
is clear.
Clear outside. Clear outside.
Outside clear.
That was at 54.4.
15 laps to go and I've got 13 laps of fuel.
Car inside. Still there.
Inside.
Inside clear.
Inside.
Car low.
Inside.
Precision driving.
Clear.
Actually, I might make it. I might just make it because I think I'm about 4 laps down. So there's actually only 10 laps to go.
Sorry, Hayden.
Line up, single file. Pit road
Sorry,
is closed. Pass the pace car.
Safety car's out. Pits are closed. Pace car is out. Line up single file behind car number 16.
Guess who's pitting? Oh yeah, look at this, what a mess. Actually, that might be all I need to make it to the end too. Throw that in fourth. Keep the revs down and hopefully I'll chew a bit less fuel as well. I'm thinking I might just have enough to get home. I suppose I'm going to find out, aren't I?
Check it up into 3 and 4.
Don't need to drive the ring hole out of it. I'll catch them up here because they're behind the pace car, so. We've got to stretch this fuel out. I could drop a spot if I pit for fuel. Fuck it.
Look out for the pit speed limit. It's fine, you got loads.
I'll stay late. I'll stay late for you, Gary, unless you want me to go high.
Box in, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Come on, come on, come on.
Go, go, go! Line up, single file. Catch up, 51, car.
Whoops, shit. I just got a flag, did I? I don't believe I did that.
You didn't exit the pit safely. Go back to the tail of the longest line.
Oh,
Fall
okay.
back.
Alright. As long as I didn't get a black flag and have to fucking pit. Yeah, it's because I was too busy looking to see whether I dropped a spot because I pitted for fuel. But it's okay, I didn't. Forgot the TV was still on. I'm seeing the light changing.
Safety car is out. It's now open.
It's okay. I think I'm at the end of the longest line now anyway, so it doesn't, I don't think it's going to make any difference to me.
One lap to green. Line up on the inside. Catch
Safety
up.
car in
Nice
this lap.
car.
Just keep it clean till the end. There's only about 6 or 7 laps to go, I think.
About to go green. Stay focused. Post car is off.
Green flag, let's
green
go.
flag. Ten to go. It's not light.
Ninth.
Car outside.
Clear high.
Up top.
Got a car high.
Still there.
Hold your line.
Stay low. There is a car on the high
Clear
side.
high.
Clear outside.
So I'm up to 9th. 9th is good. Yeah, Scotty's 8th, but he's a lap or two, at least a couple of laps up on me, I think. And he's on racing for position, except he's at least 2 or 3 laps up on me. So, to be perfectly honest, hold this for the last few laps of the race, take 9th place, pick up the points, because if I try and race anybody, I'm not going to improve my position on track, because the guys in front of me that are physically in front of me are also positionally in the race in front of me, but they're a couple of laps up. So me driving like a lunatic,
The car in front has just done a 51.3.
is not going to do anything, unfortunately. Come on, Norman, we can't let him get away, mate.
Inside.
Clear inside.
Hello, is now leading.
2 laps to go. 2 to go.
2 laps remaining. That's your fastest lap today.
Was it? $51.5. Wow. Well, it looks like I've salvaged something from nothing. After qualifying so well and running inside the top 3 to 5, and then having everything happen that's happened since. I could have easily finished a lot worse off, but I'll take 9th. There's not much I can do about it. It's about as good as it gets. Like I said, it's no good trying to race Scott, who's 8th and I'm in 9th, so he's 1 position ahead of me because he's a couple of laps up. So
Great drive, thanks Mark. Great win, Jamie.
P9.
Good win, Jamie.
Checkered flag.
there we go.
Yeah, great podium.
So I managed 9th.
Solid work.
It'll have to do. Yeah. Coming back from 17th after what happened.
Yeah, good one, Jamie. Well done, man.
A couple of black flags for stupid things that didn't need to give me a black flag.
Yeah, great racing, guys.
Yeah, so I'll take it. 9th is
Thanks to you, Smithy. That was awesome middle of that race, mate.
a lot better than what it could have been.
It was great work. Thanks, Mark.
A lot better than
All
what
good.
it could have been. So I'll take it.
Yeah, good work, Brad and Adam. Off by there, James. Good stuff, man. Cheers, thanks, Paul.
So get this into the pit bay.
I can tell you, I'm sweat.
Watch your speed.
Oh.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
That's it, go!
All right. So I mean, who actually won that? Was that Jamie, was it? Wow. Congrats, Jamie. Well done to the podium.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, mate.
And with everything that's happened along the way to me tonight, I'm happy to salvage a ninth out of that.
Top 10, well done.
Well, considering I qualified third and was running fifth when shit started to happen, I'll take it. It's not I'm happy. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, wasn't excited about using the fast repair lap 3 myself.
Yes, well, I used mine a lot earlier than I would have preferred, but dropping from 5th to 17th just put me in a bad situation on track, so...
Well done there, Steve. There, that last bit, man, you weren't sort of getting up to my bumper, and I was trying to not let you fall off the back, you know, and then I kind of let you pass once you pulled out, but then I couldn't catch you to push.
Yeah, I know, mate, because I thought you might have had engine damage or something, and I could see the pack getting away. And
yes.
I could see that your body damage was all but fixed, but I figured you might have had engine damage from that big collision with Todd earlier. So I figured sitting behind you, you're probably, you know, a little bit down on speed. So I decided to go around you. That was all.
Yeah, no, that was a good thing. I would have gone faster, but I didn't want to because there was a big gap between me and you, and so I thought you couldn't get up to me. You know, if you came closer, I would have gone faster. But I had no damage there because I took my fast repair just a short while before the end of the race.
Oh, okay.
After the crash I had with Todd, I spent like a half an hour in the pits.
Yeah,
I took my fast repair. You see.
Yeah, well, at that point, I watched you when I went around you, and I watched you disappearing in the rear view mirror, and I felt really bad about it. But
yeah, no, that was bad timing actually on my behalf because I was meaning to catch up, to be behind you and push you, you know.
Well, it was all a bit of fun anyway, and
yeah, because I wasn't trying to get involved in any racing there since I came back after my big crash with Todd, because I was so many laps down. So I kept circulating and passing all the guys that retired, so I came home 11th, which was quite good at the end of the day after a half an hour pit stop. So, yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, right, I just realised that you're in Discord. I thought you were talking in iRacing.
Oh.
When Todd collected you. And
yes.
I saw it and thought, oh, here we go. And I saw him actually tag you, and then you spun and you bounced off the wall and just got me as I went past. And that when I pitted just after that, I had to use my fast repair then. So,
yes.
But I spent the rest of the race without any damage.
Yeah.
It was just, like just little things that happened around me just caused me to drop back in the field. And once you go from 5th to 17th at a track like this, you're going to play catch up for the rest of the night.
That's right. Yeah. No,
and then you get a black flag for something stupid that you shouldn't have got a black flag for.
Yeah.
Because iRacing tells you to let somebody pass, and they don't pass you, so then you get a black flag for passing them and being out of order. And
I've had that before happen to me, you know, in some of in an NASCAR race, and once we as a team discussed it. If that happens to you, you must even come to a stop, but you must let the other car come through that iRacing is telling you. And once it's through, then it's going to tell you to catch up. So that's
the problem was that he wouldn't pass. I moved across to the left to let him pass because he was sitting right behind me, but he didn't pass because he thought he was going to get a flag for passing under yellow. But that happened right in front of the start line after the pace car had gone off.
Yeah.
So once I crossed the line on the infield, I got a black flag for passing on the inside, you know?
I get it. Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult sometimes, man.
It is.
No, look, you did well. I'm a bit sorry that Todd took me out because, I mean, there was absolutely no reason for that to happen.
No, I know, but I can't figure out why he had it. But then again, like, you know, when I was, you know, early on in the first few laps there, and I was, you know, sitting 5th, and I heard Ryan say something about giving way, And the next thing I know, he's just come straight across on me.
Yeah, yeah.
And in order to avoid any carnage, I stayed on the infield because he basically pushed me across the yellow line.
Yeah.
And I stayed there because I was then carrying less speed than the train behind me. So if I'd have just moved straight back across to the right, I'd have cleaned up Darren McKenzie and half the field.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that meant that I had to let the whole field go by, and that put me right at the back of the pack. So from that point on, it made starting third and running in the top 5 just complete waste of time.
Yeah, no, I know that feeling, man. Yeah, well, in Todd's case, I mean, there was a string of us passing him because he was in the right-hand lane, and we were all in the bottom lane, you know. So he could see us all coming along, one behind each other. And then when it was me next to him, he turns down and he rides, basically rode into my right rear door. It's not like he rode into my rear fender and just caught it on the edge, you know, stuff like that. It was like a real balls up sort of a mistake.
Ah, yeah, I saw it happening a bit ahead of me, so I knew it was going on. But the way he hit you, just basically, he just bounced off the wall and caught me as I went past. So nothing you could do about that. I mean, that was on him. So.
Yeah,
mate, I'm gonna jump up the other channel and see what they're doing about the post race stuff.
Okay, have a good one. Then,
all right, thanks.
Okay,
good racing with you again, Norman.
Yeah, same to you, man. Good man. See you later.
Well, I think I've got the mic on again now. I think I have. Okay, thanks very much for watching. It's been great, and hopefully, well, I think it's this one here. I'll catch you next time. Thank you.